Morning.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Human Empowerment Experience, LLC. And we are here with RKC certified kettlebell trainer, David Hills. Pardon me. And we're here to inspire you. We're here to work out with you. We're here to help you live a longer life and more productive and
Didn't know kettlebell was
happier.
fountain of youth, did you?
Fountain of youth. That's the key.
Kind of is.
You know, the first thing I want to say is, let me ask you, how are you this morning? Is everybody doing okay?
I'm doing all right.
Okay. I feel a lot of energy in the air. Not necessarily positive.
Whatever could you be referring to?
And I just want to let you know that everything's going to be okay. It really is. And you just need sometimes to just take a step back and get out of your own head and take a look at what you're doing personally and the kind of person that you are, and know that you're doing the very best that you can be doing at this time, what you have for information and what you have for skills. So don't sweat the small stuff. It's going to be okay. You're going to be all right. You know, emotions get high during this time of year anyway, and with COVID and everything else going on, you know, it's difficult. It's difficult for people that, like me, who are normally pretty positive, and I work on this stuff every day. So I've got a little kind of a leg up on some people when it comes to that. But I'm just letting you know that you're going to be okay. Here are my tips for this morning. If you're feeling overwhelmed, if you're feeling anxiety, if you're feeling like you're not enough, take a step back and start with the basics. Like, take care of yourself. Get up early. Work out. Eat good.
Make your bed.
Make your bed. Just do the simple things that you can do, starting from the minute you open your little eyes. Be grateful for everything that you have in your lives, and focus on those things rather than focusing on the problems or the issues or the things that are bothering you in here. So that's my tip for today. And then we can move forward once we have a good foundation. We're going to do that with a kettlebell workout. We can move forward with our day and be productive, be happy, give love, receive love. I mean, that's really what it's all about, right? It's not about pointing fingers and being mad at everybody and, you know, seeing what's wrong in your life. Let's take a look at the good things. We opened our eyes. That's the first thing. Where are we?
You have eyes to open.
Up. Yeah, we have eyes to open. Some people don't. Some people aren't here with us today. So this workout is dedicated to those who cannot be here with us today. And we're going to do the very best we can. So let's start with a little bit of a warm up. I'm going to take this off here because I'm already warmed up.
Turn the heat up.
It's going to be one of those days, ladies and gentlemen.
Shall we get bouncing?
And the favorite bounce.
We're going to bounce up here and change the camera angle.
I feel like a bouncy toy this morning. And really, when you're doing this, you want to drop your shoulders down. It feels so good. It gets all of that tension out.
Side to side.
He's getting fancy.
Oh, yeah.
Get your blood going. Get your body woken up. It's just a basic warm up this morning. Getting ready to swing the kettlebell. Now we're going to flick our hands down, your pinkies towards the floor. Hold at the hip, bend the knees slightly, and just drop your arms down like you're flicking water off your hands. This feels really good as well. It's a release. When we release the tightness, when we release the negative emotions from our body, then we can allow the positive emotions and other nice things to come into our body, like love, joy, peace, and happiness. Gratitude, so we're tapping the body as we come around, and as we open up our hearts, think of them and feel some things that you're grateful for today.
Now, sometimes people do this down here. Slowly work your way up higher. So you're doing it down low, but then do it higher and higher. You'll feel it change where it's stretching on the pecs.
And you can kind of go up and down if you want. You know?
Yeah. Actually, let's go this way.
This is just to get a little bit of a warm up. I don't really care for these.
This comes from Tibetan Hapgar Kung Fu.
Okay. This is a real thing.
All these exercises are actually real things.
I like this one.
This one comes from Tai Chi Chuan.
Tai Chi Chuan. Say that fast 5 times, 3 times. And we're tapping our body as we come around, which I really love. Don't forget to turn your opposite heel so that you don't torque your knee. You don't want any injuries. I've injured my knee before, and boy, it takes a long time to heal. Any of the joints do. My shoulder, I've injured one time, and it took quite a while to heal fully. I'm not even sure it is fully healed.
This one comes from typing class.
Oh. A warm up from typing.
That's how old I am. Typing class.
Yeah, I remember typing class too. I wasn't very good at it, but. And the move it or lose it move. We're moving those hips.
Also,
Jackie, if you're with us this morning, get up off the couch, put the coffee down, and let's move it.
Yeah, this is not a spectator show.
Sometimes it is. That's okay. We're glad to have you here either way. This is what keeps us accountable. So if you are having a hard time staying in a routine of working out, working your body, telling people or working out with people like what we're doing keeps you accountable, so that on the days when you don't feel like doing it, you're like, okay, there's people waiting for me. I guess I gotta go. And
yeah, you want to work out every day, you start a class.
Yeah.
All right, feet a little bit wide. Turn them one way, kick the hip back. Reach for the floor. Stretching right back here. Quadratus lumborum.
Where's the quadratus lumborum?
There, right? Oh, so you're facing the back. Quadratus lumborum is a square muscle right here. Lateral aspect of the lumbar spine, the bottom edge of the lowest rib, and the iliac crest. Doesn't have anything attached over here. And it's the muscle that fires to pick up your leg to take a step. Every step you take requires the movement of these muscles. A lot of times people have these muscles fired and stiff, and they walk around with their hips frozen. Yeah. This is a bad thing. You want your body moving fully and freely.
Quadratus lumborum.
Quadratus lumborum. Turn to the other side. Lumborum, because it's in your lumbar spine. Quadratus, because it's a it's a square.
Now, anytime you're doing any static stretch, especially first thing in the morning, you just want to be really careful and go slowly and gently into it.
All right.
Actually, it's really good to stretch after you've worked out.
It is. It's better to stretch when you've worked out. Yeah. Stretching only happens when the muscles are warm. And when you try to stretch a cold muscle, it's not going to happen.
You're going to injure something.
That's right. That's right. So honestly,
your pride.
Yeah, right. It's true. To be honest with you, a really good warm up is kettlebell swings, because it's safe and it works your entire body and gets things moving.
Then you can stretch.
It's true.
Static stretching.
It's true. Okay.
Let me see who's joining us first before we get started. Kevin, hey Kevin, how's it going? Are you in California? That means it's like 3
What is these 4 people watching and nobody telling me who they are? Tell us where you're from.
Sarah Ho is here.
Sarah Ho.
Yep.
Do I know Sarah Ho?
She's from the Creative Circle.
Oh, nice. Creative Circle people.
Absolutely. So I'm waving to both of you. And we're going to get ready for our kettlebell workout.
Let's do some swings. We're going to start with 2-handed swings.
Okay.
Then we're going to go to 1-handed swings, and then the other hand, and then we're going to alternate.
And I've got I went up, like I don't usually do that swings. This is a swing one. Right. But I don't usually do single swings. Okay.
Here we go. Fold at the hips, sit back, grab the kettlebell, seat your shoulders. Now, tighten your core, drive into the heels to pick it up. 20 swings, here we go. Nine. That's 10, 10 more. Now, one hand.
I have a question.
Yep.
Before we go any further.
Put down.
So when I'm doing one hand,
Mm-hmm.
so let's say I've got two hands on
Now,
here.
when you have two hands,
Now I'm switching to one hand.
you have to adjust and move your hand to the other end of the handle. Because when you're holding the kettlebell with one hand, the pinky goes to the middle.
So I need to move my hand over here.
Correct.
And then, okay, so that's great. I can do that on that. But when I go to put it into the other hand, do I grab?
No, put it down. So let's do this real quick without the kettlebell. Get in your kettlebell stance. Imagine you have a kettlebell in your hand. At the bottom of the swing, the thumb goes down and back. Pop your hips forward.
So it looks like this.
Right. So thumbs down coming, thumbs back coming down. And then you rotate so that your thumb is up at the top of the swing. Thumb down at the bottom, thumb up at the top. Because when you change hands, it is a palm to palm, both thumbs up, clap your hands, and then turn the other one thumb back.
Okay.
Come back up, clap, both thumbs up.
Can I see you do it with the kettlebell?
Absolutely. So, pinky to the middle of the handle. Thumb is back, thumb is up, back, up. And then when I switch, they're palm to palm.
Oh. Okay.
This way, my pinky stays to the middle of the handle, no matter which hand I'm using.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
Okay.
Let me practice. Let's do that.
Let's
Okay.
go. So, grab pinky to the middle of the handle, one-handed swing, and bring your other hand up. Don't change hands, but bring it up and notice that you can touch palm to palm, both thumbs up, thumb back at the bottom.
Okay, I got it.
And when you're ready, switch hands. Keep it in that hand and keep bringing your hand up and touching so that you know where to change. 3 more. 1, 2. Next one you change. Here we go. Now alternate. Did we do both hands? 10 on each side? I don't think we did. All right. Set it down.
I like that.
There.
Okay, I get it now. I had it all messed up.
Yep. It's okay. This step takes time.
Now, when you're doing that, don't forget the rest of your form needs to be good. You're bending at the hip crease,
Yep.
Hips go back, shoulders seated, core fired, feet grounded
It's a lot to think about.
at the same time.
It's a lot to think about. This stuff, to perfectly dial in your form, could take a year. Could take 2 years. You could do kettlebell for years and years and then listen to somebody or see somebody do it and notice, oh, I'm missing that piece. And you can continuously perfect it. So it's a very good thing.
Okay.
Okay, so we worked just then on what do you want us to do? Hold your arm out in front of you, palm facing down. Take the other hand and grab a hold of your bicep. Now rotate palm up and then palm down. And look at this other hand. If this hand moves, that means you're rotating this upper part of your arm. Seat the shoulder, fire it hard. Now turn the palm up and down. Notice how it doesn't move.
Yeah, so
When you do your one-handed kettlebell swing and you bring it palm up, thumb up and thumb back, this part of your arm doesn't move. If you allow this to rotate, then you are not seating the rotator cuff. Part of what the rotator cuff does is rotate your upper arm. So if it's all fired and seated, it can't move. So what you want to do is at the top of the swing, rotate palm up without this moving. Keep it fired. Change. Now this one is fired and stays there. This is a key that you have to work on your own. Do it without the kettlebell.
On the camera.
Slide the whole tray back there. All right, let's go overhead now with our kettlebell. So you might want the smaller one. It's up to you.
what are we gonna do?
So we're going to do swing to the right and press in some snatches. You can keep that one for now if you want.
I'll try it.
Okay,
That one's too light for me.
good. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing. One-handed swing. Keep the shoulder fired. Sit back. This time, elbow comes in close to your body. Bring it to the rack position. So reach down, thumb back, plant your heels, seat your shoulder. Drive into the heels. Again. Change hands.
About one behind.
Change hands again. 5 presses overhead. Now, don't go down, hips back. So it goes 1, 2, explosive movement. 3, 4, keep your core fired. Change hands. 4. Sit it down.
Yeah, what a difference
Oh yeah.
from bending your hips back rather than, it's a huge difference in power.
It is.
I don't know why that just went dark.
It's all right. The batteries.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So now we're going to do all of the above. We're going to fire, keep the elbow in, send the kettlebell all the way overhead to lockout. All in one motion. Keep the shoulder fired. Core fired. Keep your feet in contact with the ground, nice and gripped with your toes. You're out of that. Whew. All right, here we go. We're going to do 5 on each side. Sit back into your hips, grab the bell. All at once overhead, here it goes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Change hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pull it in. Set it down.
Yeah, that's gonna be my kettlebell from now on for a top.
All right.
It's, it's work,
Yep,
but
yep.
I feel like I'm not going to get injured or anything, so.
Good, good, good. Okay, we're gonna move to our calves. So we're gonna start with the kettlebell in a rack position. We're gonna lift with our calves coming up onto the balls of your feet. Now, some people just lift a little bit. I want you to lift all the way up until your foot is fully extended with just your toes pulled back. And anybody who's done any karate, front kick position. Okay, feet on either side of the bell. Swing it to the rack position. Toes pointing straight ahead. Come up. 1, 2,
Squeeze,
3,
obviously, your calves.
4,
But you also have to have your core tight
6,
and
7,
your shoulders seated.
8, 9, 10. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Set it down. Okay, the next one, we're going to turn our feet out 45 degrees, and we're going to hold the kettlebell in a locked position above our head. So we're going to do 10 on one side, bring it down, change hands, 10 on the other side. Your bicep should touch your ear, not by bringing your head over, bringing your arm to your ear, not your ear to your arm. Okay. Press the kettlebell overhead. Point your feet out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Pull it in. Change hands. Press it. Feet 45. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10.
Wow.
Yeah, it
I
makes a
like that
difference.
one.
It's a good one. I mean, once you understand what's going on. Yeah. Okay. Shall we do some lunges?
Sure.
All right. You want to try some lunges with the press overhead?
Okay.
All right. This is sort of the next level. I would go down to the smaller weight on this one. I certainly am. Okay. So you're going to go from a pressed position, stepping forward, opposite leg, lunge. This is going to want to happen. Your elbow is going to want to bend, and you're going to struggle. Keep it locked. When it's locked, the weight transfers through the skeleton. As soon as it's bent, it's trying to exit the elbow. That way, you'll have to fire the arm to keep it straight. If you can manage to keep it perfectly straight, you don't have to lift it with your arm. You can lift it with the big muscles of your lower body.
And the way to keep it straight is to fire your
Triceps. Exactly.
So if you keep your triceps fired, that keeps your arm straight up there.
You got it. If you need to, fire both of them to remind you. Eventually, you'll want to only fire the one necessary. Otherwise, you're just burning energy you don't need to burn. Okay, start with the kettlebell pressed overhead. I think it feels so light now.
And I want to.
Stepping forward, opposite leg, keep your elbow locked. Lunge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, that's hard.
It is. And step. 1, 2. Fire your core. I like to grip with this other hand. Pull it in. Change hands. Overhead. Stepping backward now. 1, 2.
That was hard.
Yeah.
It looks easy, but to keep it fired up there, hard work. You have to have everything fired. You have to have a grip on your foot that's not moving. You have to have your core fired, shoulders seated, wrist straight.
People look at a kettlebell and they're like, that's it? You don't lift more than 30 or 40 pounds? Well, yeah. But it's important to understand how to do it. You're lifting 30 or 40 pounds while doing a bunch of other stuff. That's a different story.
And not doing it quickly. Like if you're rushing through it, then you're not working the muscle.
That's right, because this is about control of your body. Absolutely. All right, we're going to finish off with some swings. 50 of them. Whew, here we go. 1, 2, 10. 20. 25. 30. 40. 10 more. 'Whew.
Wow. Holy smokes.
Nice. Nice. Morning, Kevin.
Terry Tremblay. Chris.
Morning, Charles.
So good to see you this morning. Wow. Hey, Terry, if you're looking for a good workout, keeping everything nice and fit and trim. We work out a half hour Monday through Friday. That's all you need.
Well, it's not all you need. You need some jujitsu, right, Kevin?
Well, you need to eat right, drink lots of water, that type of thing. But it's a fountain of youth, literally. Terry knows how old I am. She's my niece.
Ah.
And I knew her when she was a little, she's my girl's age, my kid's age. Yeah. But it's all about consistency too. Consistency and dedication. You can't just do this, once a week or every other Monday or whatever the case may be. It's about consistency. So anyway, sending you love, joy, peace, and happiness. And for those of you who are suffering today, please know that you're going to be okay. And we are sending you healing energies in the hopes that you'll find some peace in your world today. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you here tomorrow morning, 6 a.m., bright and early.
6 a.m.
Don't forget to get your kettlebell. Or you can practice without a kettlebell. You can use a gallon of water or milk. You can use a pocketbook.
Small child.
Small cat. Terry's got a beautiful cat.
Oh, yeah.
Beautiful cat.
Just strap a handle to the cat.
Although I don't think his name is Prince. I don't think he would like it, but anyway, take care. Have a fantastic day. Love you guys.